Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Killer Pro, and today I want to talk about the guns that are available to use in Modern Warfare 2. And this will probably be a series that I'll be making that's called like skill issue weapons, because I believe there are no bad weapons in this game. You merely need to take your time with each one of these guns to actually learn how to use it to its full potential. And the first one I want to focus on in this video is the Magnum. This one has been getting a lot of flack since 2019, and I never understood it because the Magnum without snakeshot has always been a good weapon, especially if you're good with your aim. It's just a much higher skilled weapon, so you're gonna take much more time with this gun, and I always liked it. And this one's actually an upgrade from the 2019 version because you don't have to get a headshot to get a one shot. It's like somewhere around the upper torso to get the one shot, and you'll see me like decimate people like nothing. It's fairly easy to use once you get the hang of it. And I'll be giving some tips and tricks on how to use it, like what type of gameplay or game style you should run with it, which my first tip would be to run a much more aggressive style of gameplay. The reason for that is that you have such a faster ADS, so you'll have the advantage over most gunfights, especially if you have great aim. And to use it while camping, I would not suggest it at all. It's really mid due to the iron sights being like dog water in my opinion. And the sniper scope, I would say to take it, I would say to take it, but it's bugged out right now. Like it feels like it has some sort of bloom attached to it, which is like really weird. Like it really feels weird saying that, but it does feel that way because I'll be aiming towards the head and it'll go like far off to the right or far off to the left. It won't always hit towards like where I have it pointed at my reticle. So don't take it at this moment. I'm sure eventually they'll have it like fixed, but I don't see anyone talking about it, so I doubt it. It probably won't be for like a few months or so, and I'm pretty sure people will be like, yo, what? I never knew that happened. Because no one takes a Magnum. Everyone thinks it's like ass, and it really isn't. It's one of the best weapons in the game in my opinion. My next tip for this weapon would be to aim towards the chest due to the flinch propelling your gun up. But you can ignore this tip if you believe you have the upper hand and you won't get a shot at. Since you're gonna be able to aim towards their head or a bit lower, it'll always be a one shot, which is what I really like about this gun. Like, it doesn't have to be a headshot to be a one shot. That's what makes it so viable if you're really skilled at the game. And then people would argue, why wouldn't you just take a marksman? And because that's for pussies. That's about it. It's for pussies. I hate the SBR, I hate the SAB, and I kind of hate the Lockwood. They're all really annoying to go up against. But if you're using semis, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with semis. Semis take way more skill than the stupid bolt action marksmans. They shouldn't have been added. That's for another video. And how I have my gun or my Magnum kitted out is that I take the longest barrel, an optic sight because I don't like the iron sight. Take whichever you like. Just make sure not to take the sniper scope, of course. And I have the fire rate trigger, laser sight, and recoil control grip. I take these because it helps out maximize the gun's potential, and it makes it much easier to use in my opinion. It's actually really useful gun. I also recommend taking a ride shield since you won't be using your primary. At least I don't use my primary if I'm gonna take my Magnum with it. So yeah, and if you're skilled enough, also use your ride shield to like block a lot of damage. I would suggest adjusting your sensitivity to the max. That's what I have it at. That's why you'll see me with the ride shield, like be able to turn around, escape like close calls, and your survivability will just be like through the roof. It'll be much easier for you in the long run. The perks I'm taking, you can see right there. I'm taking Scavenger, Flak Jacket, Sleight of Hand, and Quick Fix. And the field upgrades I'm taking, I have it Field Upgrade Pro, so I'm taking Dead Silence, and I'm also taking Battle Hardened. Those are really useful. Like I mentioned in my previous video, Battle Harden and Quick Fix actually stack, but I still haven't seen Exclusive Ace make a video on it, so I'm still really confused. I just want confirmation. Like I know it does in my head, I know it does like stack, but I just want to see like the numbers, you know? Like I just want to see the numbers, yo. But he still hasn't made it, even though he made 2 in-depth Battle Harden videos, even though he didn't fucking really show it with Quick Fix. It's really dumb. So yeah, the Magnum, S tier weapon for sure. It's there along with the deagle. I believe the deagle can outgun it, but not in long distance. That is the one thing it has over the deagle. But I prefer using the Magnum just because it's much harder to use, and I really like a challenge most of the time. But if I feel like going a bit like laid back, then I'll be using the deagle, of course, just because the fire rate's much higher and the recoil is actually lower. At least I've seen it be lower than the Magnum, which is really weird since it shoots faster, you know? Doesn't make too much sense. So yeah, take this class setup I got here. Remember, riot shield, Magnum kitted out with your optic preference, longest barrel, fire rate, the fire rate trigger, my fault, laser sight, and recoil control grip. And let me know how it goes for you guys. Like, I really enjoy using the Magnum a lot, and I get really frustrated when people say that the Magnum barely outclasses the X13 Auto, which is straight up cap, because the Magnum is definitely S tier. Like, you can really like put in work with the Magnum. The people that say that it's ass are usually just bad at the game. They struggle to use any gun that takes any minute skill, but it really isn't a bad weapon, you know? So with that being said, there are no bad weapons in Modern Warfare 2. There are merely guns that take much more skill to use than others, so you'll have to take more time with them. And I'm out of here. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. And if you didn't, just hit that dislike button. Your boy don't mind, you know? Have a blessed day. See ya.